What's up, Eagles? Welcome back to another episode of WMSD TV. My name is Melissa Azarito, and today we will be taking a look at MSD Astronomy Night, preparing for the Multicultural Show, and the newspaper's Candy fundraiser. Stay tuned! The stars are so beautiful at night, and the Astronomy Club holds astronomy nights to witness their beauty. Let's learn more.
Once a month, Astronomy Night is hosted in the school's garden. The club is run by Mr. Jeter, the Stoneman Douglas astronomy teacher.
Well, Astronomy Club is a great way for all 8 astronomy classes to get together, to go beyond what we do in class. You know, that's where we get a lot of hands-on, like learning how to use the different telescopes and the more advanced telescopes. You know, there are 250 students, so I can't do everything for everybody. But with Astronomy Club, the kids that are most interested, it gives them a way to go deeper, to go to NASA on the trip and stuff like that.
Astronomy Night is the perfect place to meet peers with similar interests.
Some of the things we do in Astronomy Club is hold astronomy nights like this. So tonight, unfortunately, there's too many clouds out, but normally we would use the telescopes and get to see all kinds of planets. Tonight, Saturn was out for a little bit, but tonight we're watching a movie. We also have our big NASA trip coming up, so we'll get to see not only NASA, but we'll also get to tour the Blue Origin rocket facility.
I think people should join Astronomy Club because it's a great way to learn about new things. I've learned so much from this club, like just in the span of being here in this year, I've learned so much. And it's also a great way to meet new people. You might even find out that astronomy is your new passion or your new hobby, and it's a really great experience.
While looking at the sky and above, certain precautions need to be taken to ensure the best viewing experience for the astronomer.
So what astronomers use a red light for is to make your eyes to stay adjusted to the night. So you come out, your eyes are used to the nighttime, and if you shine a white light, your pupils dilate and you lose, it's like a blindness, you know, you can't see as well in the telescope. So astronomers use red light because the human body doesn't, your eyes don't adjust to that, your pupils don't change.
During Astronomy Night, members get to use telescopes to look at the stars. And on cloudy nights, they watch space movies in the garden. This club isn't only about looking at the stars. There's also opportunity to visit the Kennedy Space Center. This is Gabe, reporting for WMSD TV News.
The newspaper club is having a fundraiser for candy. Let's take a look at this sweet story.
Breaking news. Newspaper is raising some sweet, sweet cash. This week, the Eagle Eye is selling candy after school. The money they raise goes towards their fully self-funded class.
The main goal for the fundraiser is to kind of raise money for newspaper as a class because it's a self-funded class, so we have to make our own money by like fundraising and selling things online.
To make money to produce the newspaper, Eagle Eye has come up with a new fundraising tactic.
We are selling chocolate-covered pretzel rods. So there's 3 different types. I think one has peanuts, one has M&Ms, one has sprinkles, and one has toffee.
They've taken inspiration from other successful school fundraisers, such as the JROTC chocolate sales. As a result, there's a wide variety of sweet treats to choose from.
To prepare, we've kind of gotten an idea of what students would want. So it's similar to the JROTC fundraiser where they sold chocolates.
Every student knows and loves the quarterly issue of the Eagle Eye. Considering the cost of printing has doubled in the past 2 years, the newspaper team is constantly fundraising.
It's important for students to buy the candy, or anyone to buy the candy, because it helps support the newspaper program and it helps us meet our fundraising goals, which helps us be able to do all the things that we want to do.
Be sure to support your MSD journalists this week and buy some candy. This is Avery Landsman reporting for WMSD TV News.
Before we move on, let's see what MSD students think about the World Cup.
As we all know, the World Cup is going on, and everyone's rooting for their different teams. Let's take a look at what MSD students have to think about it.
I watched the World Cup, and I'm rooting for Argentina because my parents are from there.
I am watching the World Cup, and I'm rooting for Brazil.
I did watch some of the World Cup, a couple of clips that I've just seen online. I'm not like an avid watcher, I would say.
I watched the World Cup, and I'm rooting for Team USA because I'm American.
And that's it for this week's poll. Stay tuned for the next one.
Now we will dive deeper into the coding club at MSD, what they do and what their members think about it.
Technology is a large part of everyone's life, either as a casual browser or as a developer of applications. The MSD Coding Club is a large group of passionate coders. Skills of said people ranging from beginners to developers. There is a wide array of things to learn for every skill set. Some things include programming electronics and model design.
I want to do something in technology when I grow up, so I figured probably start learning that, and now I'm learning Java in our class there.
The main bulk of the club is people coding their own projects. They code their projects in programming languages such as Java and C++. A programming language is just a way to talk to the computer. Programming languages are just like regular languages, only more universal and easier to learn.
In my sophomore year of coding club, I actually was a Python teacher, so I taught students online how to code with Python.
However, Coding Club isn't all about coding. Club students enhance their critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and team communication. These are expressed through exercises like learning to solve puzzles and problems. This definitely helps enforce good practices, not only for coders, but for teamwork-based enjoyment.
Like designing a website, like if you can use it, it's basically creating your own website. Like get the things you learn from here, you can like actually make a website yourself.
The internet has been a large part of our society, and these people are ready for the next generation. This is Brandon Parker reporting for WMSD TV.
The multicultural show is coming up. Let's see how students prepare for it.
In the Performing Arts Building at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, students are hard at work at preparing for an unforgettable show. With a school as large as MSD, its halls are filled with all kinds of cultures. A group of students have tasked themselves with the responsibility of bringing those cultures into the spotlight. The Multicultural Show, an annual showcase organized by the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Spanish Club, aims to celebrate different types of dances from all over the world. From traditional Chinese dance to bachata, a dance from the Dominican Republic.
The overall hope and goal for the show is to be able to give an opportunity to the students to see something that they haven't seen before, especially since this year round we have many more different cultures.
This event serves not only as a celebration of diverse cultures, but as a medium to expose these cultures to students with different practices, something that some students think is very beneficial.
I chose to perform in the show mainly because I wanted to show off my culture in this not very diverse community.
Rehearsals have begun to ramp up as the day of the show approaches, and it won't be long until students get the chance to appreciate the participants' hard work.
Students will be able to watch the show during their 5th and 6th period on December 2nd.
The performers are ready to share a piece of their world with our school.
See you there!
I'm Riley Walsh with WMSD TV News.
Last but definitely not least, we will watch a recap of the basketball and soccer games on November 29th.
Good morning, Eagles. We hope everyone's day is going well. Today, we're here to give you our weekly update on our sports teams. To start this week off, the girls' varsity basketball team played against Fort Lauderdale. Stella Marvel started that game off with the mid-range. Players Maddie Feldman and Bree Shamble also scored during that game. Sadly, after a hard-fought battle, our Eagles fell short with the final score of 24-41. On a brighter note, our girls' varsity soccer team had an amazing game versus the Flying L's. Throughout the entire game, the Lady Eagles found continuous success on offense and defense, only allowing the L's to score one time. Players Addison, Brianna Gordon, Grace Dykstra, and Leia all scored to make that a final score of 5-1. Now that's one way to hand out an L to the Flying L's. But it wasn't just the Lady Eagles that had a great soccer game. Our boys' varsity soccer team had an incredible game against Pompano Beach, absolutely destroying them with the final score of 9-1. Multiple players found continuous success throughout the game. Players Daniel Shoddy, Robbie Gonzalez, and Jose scored multiple goals throughout the game. Players like Tomar and Daniel also scored during the game. And that's it for our weekly sports update. Thank you, Eagles. And I am Nasir Cologne reporting for WMSD TV News.
And that's it for this week, Eagles. See you next time.